The Credit Show podcast with Harry Jacobs starts now.
We have some news about Toyota and a recent action taken against them. This isn't about faulty airbags or engine trouble. It's about how Toyota's financing arm handled customer accounts. This is important for anyone who's ever financed a car. So let's dive right in. Toyota Motor Credit Corporation, or TMCC, is the financial arm of Toyota. They handle the financing for people who buy or lease Toyota vehicles. This means they're responsible for things like setting up loan agreements, collecting payments, and managing customer accounts. When you finance a car, you enter into a contract, and both you and the lender have obligations. The lender, in this case TMCC, has to manage your account correctly, provide accurate information, and treat you fairly. The CFPB is there to make sure companies like TMCC follow the rules and protect consumers. They recently issued an order against TMCC, finding that they violated consumer financial protection laws in how they handled certain aspects of their loan servicing. This is a pretty big deal, and it affects a significant number of consumers. Let me run through three things Toyota Motor Credit did wrong, according to the CFPB. 1. Toyota was wrongfully repossessing vehicles. The CFPB found that TMCC wrongfully repossessed vehicles even after customers had taken steps to reinstate their loans. This means that even when people were trying to catch up on payments and get their accounts back in good standing, TMCC still took their cars. This is a major violation of consumer rights. 2. Failing to provide accurate information about loan reinstatement. When customers tried to reinstate their loans after falling behind on payments, TMCC often provided them with inaccurate information about what they needed to do. This made it even harder for people to get their cars back and caused unnecessary financial hardship. The third one is another big deal. Toyota was charging improper fees related to vehicle repossessions. These fees added insult to injury, putting even more financial strain on consumers who were already struggling. Let's break down the repossession issue a bit more. Imagine you've fallen behind on your car payments. You work hard to get the money together to catch up. You contact TMCC, and you think you've done everything right. But then they still come and take your car. That's essentially what the CFPB found was happening. This is not only unfair, but also potentially illegal. Toyota has now been ordered to pay a whopping $60 million in penalties. That's a significant amount of money and shows the seriousness of the violations. They also have to take steps to correct their practices, including implementing better processes for handling loan reinstatements. This means making sure customers get accurate information and have a fair chance to get their cars back. Improving their repossession practices. This means making sure they're not wrongfully repossessing vehicles and that they're handling repossessions in a legal and ethical manner. And providing restitution to affected consumers. This means compensating the people who were harmed by their wrongful actions. Whether you are with Toyota or a different auto finance company, you should be on top of a few things. Know your rights. It's crucial to understand your rights when it comes to auto loans and repossessions. If you fall behind on payments, know what steps you can take to reinstate your loan and avoid repossession. Keep records. If you're having trouble with your auto loan, keep detailed records of all communications with the lender, including phone calls, emails, and letters. This documentation can be invaluable if you need to dispute any actions taken by the lender. This action against TMCC is a stark reminder that even large, well-known companies can make serious mistakes. It also highlights the important role of the CFPB in protecting consumers from unfair and illegal practices.
You've been listening to the Credit Show podcast with Harry Jacobs. If you need assistance with your credit, text CREDIT to 702-778-2000.